Scream, or Scream 5, is directed by Bettinelli-Olpin and stars Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, Marissa Barrera, and Jenna Ortega. Guys, this review is going to be 100% a non-spoiler review, so you guys are in good hands here. I don't want to spend too much time talking about the premise because we all really know the drill. Somebody's going to don the ghost face mask once again in Woodsboro and are going to commit a bunch of murders, and we got to find out who it's going to be. It's pretty straightforward, but if one series can make it exciting, it's the Scream series. Like most people in the 90s, I was obsessed with Scream. It just came out at the right time, and it really made the slasher genre feel very fresh again. And it was really exciting to be a horror fan in the 90s because of this movie. Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson totally brought it home. And the second one was actually really solid as well, and it had a great opening, as most Scream movies do. The third one was pretty shit, even though they had Courtney Cox's badass bangs. And the fourth one, surprisingly, was actually really good, even though it kind of visually looks like shit. Go back and look at it, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But how is this movie? This is the fifth in the franchise. Does this play out more like the original Scream and it being a total masterpiece? Or is it more like Scream 3 and Courtney Cox's insane-ass bangs? I'm going to let you know right now, starting with the pros. What makes a really good Scream movie is the mystery aspect of trying to find out who the killer is in these films, and this movie does a really good job of that. They throw a lot of red herrings at you to really throw you off and keep you on your toes. And speaking of keeping you on your toes, this movie has great moments of suspense. There are a lot of moments I did not see coming, and they do kind of throw little distractions at you where you think you're going to see Ghostface, but you don't, and that was really funny. But they have a lot of jump scares in this movie, and typically I really hate jump scares like most people. I think they're really useless. But the only movie that can really get away with it is Scream because, hey, it's Scream and it's really meta. So it kind of gets a pass there. And if you want gore and violence in your slasher like most people do, this is the movie for you. This new Scream movie is hands down the most violent and most graphic of all the Scream movies. It's also the most meta and self-aware. Yes, traditionally all the Scream movies are very self-aware and very meta, but this one really hit the nail on the coffin and I think did it better than all the other previous films. It also once again pays homage to Halloween. If you guys didn't know, Kevin Williamson, who wrote the original first four Scream films, who's not a writer in this one, was a really big fan of Halloween. So they paid homage to Halloween once again in this one by naming the main characters' last names Carpenter, and that put a big smile on my face, and I love that they're still doing that. The new cast, for the most part, is also very solid. I think a standout for me, though, is going to be Jenna Ortega. She totally killed it. And yes, the original three are back. Courtney Cox, Neve Campbell, and David Arquette all nail their performances to perfection. I love seeing them again 25 years later. And now on to the cons. These aren't really big negatives because it doesn't happen that often in the movie, but there are moments of bad dialogue and there are moments of bad acting, but that's okay. It was never anything too offensive. And I also didn't like the fact that these group of friends are really pointing each other out and saying, you must be the Ghostface killer. No, you must be the Ghostface killer. Like, they're accusing each other, and yes, they did that in the original film, but it felt more organic there, and it feels like you wouldn't call out somebody you've known like all your life to be a serial killer. I understand this is Woodsboro, but it just didn't feel as organic to me, and I also wish they didn't sideline Neve Campbell so much. I feel like she should have been in this movie a lot more, or maybe I just wanted to see more of her because I'm such a nostalgic freak and I love Scream, but I wish we got like at least 10 more minutes of her. But it is what it is. I understand it's not her movie anymore, but these are just small negatives. Overall, it's a really good damn movie. Guys, my voice is going out, so I gotta wrap this up. I'm gonna be honest, you're gonna really love this movie if you really get Scream and understand what Scream is. You're just gonna really have a good time with this movie. There are some minor pacing issues, but overall, if you want a good, fun slasher movie, go to see this movie this weekend if you feel safe enough to do so. With that being said, I'm going to give Scream an A-. In my opinion, this might be the second best Scream movie. It has a lot of rewatchability, so I'm going to go watch it again and really think about it. I want to know what you guys think. What is your favorite Scream movie? Let me know in the comment section down below. Guys, make sure to smash the crap out of that like, subscribe, and notification button. And if you want to see more movie reviews, have your tickets ready. I'll see you guys at the next movie.